this is the first video on the channel. It's going to be more longer form stuff rather than the TikTok, and it'll be unedited really, the main part anyway. So this is just my journey. I absolutely love a window on a plane. Look at that, mint. But to be fair, the journey over there wasn't that bad. Ryanair, decent amount of seating. The only thing is, I had like an hour's kip before getting on the plane, so I had like another hour 45 minutes on the plane, so I'm absolutely knackered, to be fair. So once I got there, everything was really brown as well, which I noticed, which was a bit dull, and obviously there were no sun until obviously when I came out. But the airport, look at that, quite modern, the airport. Obviously inside, got scrutinised by passport control, asking everything, what I'd done for work, how long I was there for, who I was with. Got a taxi obviously into Marrakech because couldn't be arsed pissing about. Taxi man were alright, didn't speak much English though. Driving around with a door on back of his bike. That's me out at taxi. That's the Medina there through that arch. Cars aren't allowed to go down there, so it's like a 8-minute walk from here. So I'm gonna get down there. Quite hectic like. As soon as I got out of the car, I've got people coming up to me, oh, where do you need to go, where do you need to go, I take you. I'm like, no mate, I'm alright. So a firm grip on my phone now. I don't have a fucking clue what them were in the box. Like loads of people had them, but then they didn't really agree with this. There must have been about 40 odd little tortoises in there. Well, after walking around Marrakech for about 20 minutes, I finally found the Riyadh. These streets were a nightmare. Check this out. Oh, and Lado said, oh yeah, to lock the door at night time, you just do that. And you just put them bolts up like that. Sound, mate. Came in, door open, walked through, your man was just laid there, across there. He got up, didn't speak a word of English, didn't really speak much Arabic, he was just speaking French. I don't speak French, I'd done Spanish in school. So it were a very broken conversation. He just kept saying we, to anything I asked, it was we. So we're here. I must have had COVID back in day. Arabic Last Supper. So this is what, £20 a night gets you in Marrakech. Little Riyadh. I won't be laying on that like. Got a little aircon unit up there, 27 degrees, sweltering. TV, not going to get many channels on that. Little fridge here. Fucking not even turned on. Teapots, air dryer, that'll come in handy that. Look at this. Look at that. That's absolutely lovely. No expense spared. Could do with grouting, redoing. That's in better days like. I won't be laid on that. Bed. Probably the best bit to be fair. Dressing gown. I don't think that's gonna... What size is that? Homey. Homo. Well, I'm not wearing that. Another towel in there. Fucking snake box. Fucking tea leaves. Some fucking pink shit. Bevo chair in corner. Love that. So yeah, I think it was £22 a night. Check the old bed out. Sound. That's like laying on a pile of breeze blocks. Might do me back some good, to be fair. Finally found a bit that's not absolutely rammed. Everywhere's packed. And I need an ATM because you can pay card in some places, but I don't trust them. Because they'll probably ring me up, so if you get cash, it helps out, doesn't it? So this is when I first got to the square, so having a little bit of a mooch around. It was quite quiet this time, but like I say, I wasn't pissed off yet. There's some perks up here. So we're going for New York smash burger. It's in French, but I've worked it out best I can. And a cracking view. Sombrero. Anyone think we're in Mexico? Well, sat here now. Coke Zero's arrived. Look at that straw. Look at that. L'Adresse, it's called. It's in French, but I didn't bring the shades because earlier on it were overcast and I didn't think it were going to be this warm. The sun's belting down now. It's about 25 degrees. It's lovely. So just ordered some food, a little drink. I should have got tagine or something like that. I didn't think, obviously, I'd looked at the menu and I was going through it all in French. I just seen burgers, so I thought, right, I'll go for the burgers. Then I got to the back of the menu after I've ordered. That's where all the tagine, sorry, that's where all that is. So, like I say, as always, another time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's a little rooftop bar over there. Marrakech View or something. I've just googled it. It's got like one of the highest rated places in Marrakech. A couple of cacti. So today, like I say, the aim is, I've been to ATM, finally found one. Everywhere is just rammed. You do like, there's little box ones like Western Union or whatever, but they say, oh, they only do cash. Well, the ones I went to only do cash. So I finally found an ATM. Cost $3.50 to change your money, but I got a good rate with Revolut. Got like 12.5 dirhams to the pound. Whereas in the airport, he offered me 7 dirhams to the pound. So it's like fucking nearly double it. So, like I say, today I'm gonna have a walk around this big square here. I want to try some of the smoothies because obviously I can see all the fresh fruit, all the colours and stuff. So, try some of that. I want to stay kind of like the open market side because the tight little markets in there, that's hell for me. Can't be asked for that. It's full. Everyone's French as well, and yeah, fuck the French. But yeah, I found a couple of English blokes earlier because I just heard the accent and I said, do you know where an ATM is? Because that's actually what we're looking for as well. So we ended up walking through and we found the ATM. So they've buggered off. They're here for 5 days, the dad and son. So they're looking to do the hot air balloons and stuff like that. So yeah, I do feel sorry for the old donkeys. Little donkeys. Two big ears. So burger chips, bit of salad, Coke Zero, and freshly pressed orange juice. Lovely that. Very tasty. Dinner with a view. Oreo cheesecake. Look at this here. Glorious. Should have brought the bloody shades. But that food, burger, chips. God, coffee. Got a fly in my throat or something. That there, burger, chips, bit of salad that can we anyway. A Coke Zero and a freshly squeezed orange juice and a Oreo cheesecake came to £22.50 or something like that. So yeah, not bad value. So this is like the middle of the main square. I didn't know obviously at night time this all got built up. Obviously they were selling all the food and stuff like that. But like I say, we're alright here, there's snake charms and shit. What's your man doing here? I whip my hair back and forth. Go on, son. Monkey. Fuck off. So we've got some monkeys there in cages, and there was an English couple next to me who like went towards it. She pulled the phone out and he goes, no, you pay for photo. And she goes, oh no. And he goes, go on, go away, and went like that. He goes, go back to your own country. It's alright for someone else to say it, you know what I mean? That's a monkey, not a kid. Sounds like a fucking vuvuzela. 2010 World Cup, that was South Africans, mad for it. All different coloured spices. Another one, I think it's a stork. Because there's the stork hostel. And it's a big boy. Baggio. Now this is where I'll get pissed off, down little side street, motorbikes, everyone's rude, full of French. Fuck the French, but I was sick of bikes, that's how I'm getting right here, no sleep, so. spiced coffee with milk. So this is back out in the square area at night time once I came back out of some tea. So I had to wander around first, I wanted to really shoot what I wanted. I was looking up at, like, say, some of the rooftop places. I ended up actually up at a rooftop place there, at the top of that one with the little blue thing. So that was quite nice up there. This is it up here, a little rooftop. Lancienne, I think it was called. So I wanted a seat on the edge, but obviously there wasn't enough for me. They've got like mixed parcels, there was stuff with stuff, and then a lamb tagine which were bubbling. Morning. First proper full day in Marrakech. Well, this is what the streets are like. And I've come to a dead end. So today we're going to go out. I'm going to try and do a full day eating and doing whatever on £15. This is completely different today. Give it a few hours and the hustle bustle has started. It must have been a couple hundred people here yesterday. How empty the streets are now. Not a motorbike in sight. So I've stopped here at Crepe Corner. I'm getting a beef one. I've got beef, onion, ones with cheese in and pepper, but I'm going a beef one. So that is actually really nice. Beef crepe. Good bits of beef in it, to be fair, good spices. Not really that greasy, although I know the paper does look a bit, but really nice. They're a bit of a issue, well, not an issue, a discrepancy with the price, because obviously she didn't speak French, but I can at least count in French, and I don't speak Arabic, so it turns out it was 15 dirham, so £1.50 for that. But look at this here, this is today. This was absolutely manic last night. Again, this is the main square. This is about 8:30 in the morning, so I just had something to eat, but like I say, when we scrubbed it all, and I slipped on my arse a couple of times, quite dangerous, but completely different during the day. This is already 100% better this morning. A lot quieter, no hustle bustle, not a million people standing on you, not bikes flying around everywhere. Some horses here though. Horses here. Loads of horses. These ones are in better nick than the other ones. These are the ones you get carted around on. The ones that just carry stuff get in not great shape. Banking at its finest. Look at that. Traffic marshal. Banksman. You busy, lads? Yeah, flat out, mate. So I'm out and about trying to find obviously a decent breakfast place, or even like somewhere to grab a coffee. But everywhere's shut. Like last night everything were open late. I know but it's now 20 to 9 in the morning. I don't know if it's because it's Ramadan. Like maybe not open as early. Because yesterday when I got here, like some of the stuff that open at night won't open, like say at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have a nose around. I think that's the mosque there, or some form of one anyway. But yeah, look at this. I have found Tesco. All these little spices. That's salt, that. Oh. Shard, that's what that is. Bash. So this is just in the Tesco as well, Carrefour, but you won't get all this back home, like all the fresh like fruit, nuts, loads of spices. Some stuff are quite dear though, like honey I noticed were quite dear. I thought it'd be cheaper out there. But no, like I say, all olives and shit. Here, Laughing Cow had its own stand, like cheese triangles. In the UK, these are in the fridge. In Morocco, they're not. Speedy Gonzalez, look at them, coppers. We're at Chez Kachan, bit of a queue, all for here. Now I'm getting the mixed sandwich. It says it's with liver, but obviously I've said no liver, so we'll see. 20 dirhams, €2. This is it. Mix. I'm not too sure if it's got liver in it or not. This is building everything up for tonight. Just where all the food is at night time. I have found myself in a dangerous shop for a man. Football tops, old and new. So we're just off out for tea now. We'll go down to the market. Okay, anyway, man's on Vuvuzela again. Now I go down to the main square. That's where they're doing all the cooking stuff that I seen last night, but obviously I wanted to go to a restaurant last night, so I wanted a tagine. So I'm going to go down there, have a nosy. Also I'm going hiking tomorrow, so I don't really want to take any chances, so I don't want to be having too many different things that I'm unsure on, or spices, so we'll see how it goes. I played it safe, went against street food, not be takeaway. Chicken wrap here, bit of mayo, pudding, tiramisu, chips and a drink. This came up to like £4.70 as well, which was actually decent. And the view.
They're right on Avenue Dio Jadida.
Of the Medina and Marrakech, so actually this is a bit more, very busy, obviously a lot of cars, a lot of locals, but it's rather rough to be fair, you know what I mean, there's rubbish everywhere, it don't smell great. I'm just going for some breakfast, so I've had to go out of the area, obviously where all the riads and stuff are, and it's not great there, but look how busy it is. This breakfast in Carmel Cafe. I've gone for the gourmand where you get 2 fried eggs on a toast, you get Nutella crepes, yogurt bowl with granola and some fruit, orange juice, and I've gone for a vitamin smoothie that's got carrot, ginger, mango and all sorts of good stuff in, and with a latte. As I said, it's absolutely scenic. Absolutely scenic. Beautiful, actually. Not a bit of rubbish in sight. Absolutely stunning. I'm for a cutthroat new trim over, so I've got to take my shaver, so I'm going to see how your man does it. Hopefully I don't get butchered. Bro? Yeah. Ooh, stingy. Well, I've just had a clean shave with cutthroat. First time ever. Obviously I forgot to bring my shaver, so obviously it's been growing out a bit bushy, but this is where we had it done. 50 dirhams, about £3.80, something like that, but this is the smoothest I've been since I was about 16 when I started growing facial hair. So yeah, very smooth, well needed.